Sadly, that age-old hatred, anti-Semitism, remains an ever-present evil in our world today. Israel at 60 remains a country under threat, threatened by those groups and regimes who deny to this very day its right to exist.
The outrageous statements by Iran's president denying, of course, the Holocaust.
Anti-Semitism is a pernicious evil that must be exposed, that must be confronted, that must be repudiated. It's one thing to offer supportive words to Israel when it's convenient, and quite another to stand firm in its hour of need.
Israel is being used by some as a thin cover for a new, burgeoning form of anti-Semitism.
Canada will remain an unyielding defender of Jewish religious freedom, a forceful opponent of anti-Semitism in all of its forms, and a staunch supporter of a secure and democratic state of Israel.
Canada staged a boycott at the UN General Assembly.
Stephen Harper was confirming that Canada would be boycotting the Iranian president's speech later in the day.
President Ahmadinejad has said things, particularly about the state of Israel. His recent declarations, just disgraceful, insulting declarations denying the Holocaust. There is no way I'm going to permit any official of the government of Canada to be present and give any legitimacy to remarks by a leader like that.
When Larry Zeifman suggested that NCSY honor the Prime Minister this year at our annual dinner, I was a little surprised. Why would a Jewish outreach organization want to take a political agenda? And then I realized, of course, how right he was. There has never been a more principled leader, one that is so aligned with the messages of NCSY and the OU as the Right Honorable Stephen Harper.
We're very, very fortunate to be able to have such a government, and they make us proud to be Canadian.
I think that's probably the best, the most succinct way to offer our appreciation to the Prime Minister and tell him just how grateful we are for his support and for his consistent and constant vigilance for the interests of the Canadian Jewish community and their interests at home and abroad.
Mr. Harper exemplifies all that we want to teach our young people. We have an incredible responsibility to teach these young people to know about who they are, where they came from. And there is no better opportunity than working with young public school students. So when they do get to campuses, they're prepared.
Starting in high school, we had a lot of Jewish education, but coming into university, we had no idea what we were going to be dealing with. I felt a new sense of fear, of anti-Semitism and anti-Israelism. We didn't feel comfortable on campus in many cases, and the amount of activity going on, we were not prepared for.
I've heard stories of Jewish students who had to hide their kippas because they felt that they would be discriminated against, not only by their TAs, their professors, but also their peers.
One of the things that inspired me the most to get involved in this initiative was that I saw the virulently anti-Israel propaganda that was taking place on university campuses. I felt that it was important to come up with an initiative, which we've now done in partnership with NCSY. The initiative is called FACT. The aim was to get a number of Jewish leaders, Jewish student leaders, who were educated on these facts, who could then help us to stop this problem from continuing.
There's so many opportunities for Jewish students to get involved. It's just a matter of Jewish organizations reaching out to those students, as NCSY and other organizations have done.
I've learned so much about myself, this whole entire time at Torah High. And I mean, there's nothing that can help you learn about yourself like this. I've never experienced something like this. To be in a Canada that has a Prime Minister that really supports us just means a lot.
Sometimes I and many Jewish students feel alone on campus. And when we hear that our leader, the Prime Minister of our country, stands with us and identifies with our cause, we feel empowered.
Last week, members of our leadership flew into Ottawa to give honor to the Prime Minister, who unfortunately, as we all know, cannot be here tonight. And we presented him with a menorah of Jerusalem stone. He was visibly moved by the beautiful gift, not only as a Prime Minister, demonstrated his friendship to Israel and the Jewish people, but many members of his caucus and leadership as well, including Stockwell Day, Peter Kent, Jason Kenney, and of course tonight's MC, Pierre Poilievre.
All of my life, Israel has been a symbol of the triumph of hope and faith. It is a tribute to the unquenchable human aspiration for freedom and a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Jewish people.